Hey cats, I want to talk about using a metronome. This is one of those things that gets just kind of tossed out all the time, like use a metronome, practice your scales, work on technique. It's like, yeah, of course, those are great things to incorporate in your practice regimen, but how do I actually work on them and how are they going to be effective for my own playing? So I'm just going to show you a couple ways that I use the metronome and how I, use it as a positive tool. It can be a crutch as well. So there's often times where I don't use a metronome. So both ways are valid, and both you want to use both methods, using metronome or not. So one thing that's just really important right off the bat is I like to use a metronome in being able to switch time feels. So for instance, simply moving from eighth notes to triplets is a big one that I want to be able to do at any speed. I'm going to start, I'm at 89 BPM. Okay, so if I have eighth notes on one note, the note C, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and first I want to get settled in this time. Maybe I'll take some breaths. Because really being in time has so much to do with centering your body, centering your mind, and removing tension. If I want to move the triplets, triplet, triplet, back to eighth notes, triplets, eighth notes, quarter notes. That's a great exercise, just playing with quarter notes. See, I'm off. Half notes, whole notes, back to triplets. Now I'm going to make it slower, and then it's going to be harder. So I'm going to go to 75. And now I'm going to apply this with a scale. So let's say B flat major. And I'm just going to change time feels. I'm going to change the rhythmic values. Chord notes. Eighth notes. Triplets. Eighth notes. Chord notes. Triplets. Eighth notes. 16th notes. Triplets. 16th notes. Triplets. Eighth notes. Being able to comfortably switch between those grids, our triplet grid and sort of our more eighth note, 16th grid, is super important because that's something you want to be able to access at any tempo. That's because having a good sense of rhythm and rhythmic diversity is just a huge part of playing and phrasing, and making the notes that you are choosing to improvise or play or write make them interesting with rhythmic values. So if now on the other end, like I have the metronome going, on all beats right now, beats 1, 2, 3, 4. And I can play around with it, where if I make it slower, I can now think of each click being 2 beats or 4 beats, etc. So I'll show you what I mean. If I make it, let's see where I'm at. I'm on, let's say 40 BPM. So this could be a measure. Instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So now I'm playing whole notes technically right now. Half notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, quarter notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, eighth notes. Sorry, the triplets. Triplets. Chord notes. 3, Maybe I'll just start playing randomly in the key of B flat. Adding some rest and articulation. Kind of exploring. I'm just warming up, honestly. I haven't really played today. So this is me warming up with the metronome. Kind of shifting gears a little bit. You can do some really funky things. Well, of course you want to be able to do it on 2 and 4 and start accessing swing feel. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now my metronome's on 2 and 4, and I simply want to be able to play a melody. Maybe I'll do It Could Happen to You in E flat. There, kind of a loose chorus there. Well, not loose. So I'm starting with the melody and then starting to improvise, just lines, and that's something. I'm keeping track of the time. I'm keeping track of the form and the changes. I mean, those are all things that you can do with the metronome that can really stretch yourself. And one other thing I'll talk about that's really interesting, because that's beats 2 and 4. Now, if I have it on just beat 4, that gets really hairy. I got to make it a lot slower. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is 40 BPM, but I'm hearing each click as beat 4. 2, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So that gets a lot trickier because it's really easy to kind of turn things around. Thankfully, I didn't do it there. I didn't turn it around. Um, so playing with the placement, because the metronome can be a crutch when you have it on all the beats. So I would really start playing around with, well, what if it's on beat 2? What if it's only on beat 4? What if it's only every measure? What if it's only every 2 measures? If you get a metronome that goes really low, really slow, 10 or 15 BPM, that could be, each click could be every 4 measures, which gets really out. That keeps you accountable for the time, which is what you want.